Hello everybody and welcome back to Crazy Bees. My name is Debbie if you are new, and if you're returning, it is great to see you again. Candace and I are going to make one of her favorite subs. We always go to Subway and do the meatball subs. And I think they're in a marinara sauce. That's what we're going to do with them today. We are going to make our own homemade meatballs. We are not doing our own homemade marinara sauce today, but I do have marinara on the stove, getting ready to heat up. And are you mixing?
I am doing whatever you direct of me. However, I do have a question. Do we have any jalapenos? Because I usually love them with the jalapeno chips.
We do have jalapenos. I think we have a few out there.
That would be good.
That might be good. We'll discuss that one and get back to you guys.
Okay, so the discussion has been had. No jalapenos.
I just want to do the traditional Italian meatball today.
But I'm going to find one and cut it up and put it on my stuff.
Yes, and we've already washed our hands. I washed my hands. Did you wash your hands?
I did, but then I messed with my hair, so I need to wash my hair.
Okay, so Candace is going to wash her hair, and then I'm actually going to let her do this today. I think that'll be fun.
Why? You're going to make me do all of it? Why?
Well, both of us can't have our hands in.
This is going to be a Kendall Jenner moment where she doesn't know how to cut a cucumber. So I'm guessing we whisk the egg?
No, you don't have to whisk the egg. Okay, so
I want to.
We'll let her whisk the egg. We are going to use the mortar and pestle. And the recipe that I was going with called for fresh parsley, but I don't have any, and I would just love to use the parsley from my garden anyway. But we don't need 1/4 of a cup if you're using dried ingredients, because you never need as much dried as you do fresh. So I'm actually doing about 1/8 of a cup, and I'm just going to do this. And then Candace, you're going to get your hands in that meat, and you're going to start getting it all worked together, and I'm going to add some ingredients, including that egg. You can pour that right in there.
Now?
Yep. And then I am making an addition to these meatballs.
Can we change this to pink Himalayan, please?
Okay. Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah.
We're going to do Lipton onion.
Oh, that's cold.
That is cold. The original recipe for this called for 1.5 pounds of ground meat at 80-20. I like mine a little less fatty, but they say if you have a little bit more fat in your meat, you might have a juicier meatball, but doing the Lipton onion I think will be just fine. And then I need 1 teaspoon of salt. We need 1/2 teaspoon of pepper.
I have to like chop off my fingers from hypothermia. It is your fault.
It doesn't get that cold. This is a teaspoon. We have 1/2 teaspoon in here. We're doing 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder. She already put in the large egg. We're doing 3/4 cup of breadcrumbs. I'm using garlic and herb to give it even more flavor.
Okay, just right on the hands.
Right on the hands.
That's what
Wash your hands?
Yes, I washed my hands. He's just wanting to say something. That's why I'm like, don't. I don't cook.
She normally doesn't, so I'm very proud of her wanting to get in here and get her hands dirty. And here is that. Oh wait, Parsley,
Oh, that smells amazing.
doesn't it? Okay, now we're gonna get these all mixed together. And once she has them mixed together, we're going to start making our meatballs.
My hands are red.
So we're gonna do about a teaspoon.
That's small? That's small?
No, like one of these, just,
This is a teaspoon.
okay, tablespoon. Like about that. All right, Candace has this all mixed together really well. Now we are going to do that and then roll them.
Ba, ba, ba.
I don't know what she's doing.
Well, this one Italian woman that Mom watches on YouTube,
Oh,
she like sings Italian songs. I don't
She
speak
does.
Italian. So I'm singing the most American song I can think of, which is Sweet Caroline.
she does, it's on Bon Appetit. And she's an Italian grandma and she sings all these Italian songs. I love watching her. Oh no,
Why?
we didn't put in the Parmesan. All right, we'll just add the Parmesan to the rest of this.
That wasn't on me. I even thought about asking her about the Parmesan, so I guess it's somewhat on me.
So a couple of our meatballs won't have it, but that's okay.
Nice.
Alright, so these are the ones that don't have it.
That's
We'll give these ones to the guests.
Okay, let's try this again.
I think after Gouda, Parmesan is like my favorite cheese. I love Parmesan cheese.
Best cheese is in the
Not
fridge.
feta. Is what?
Best cheese is in the fridge.
Oh, Dad got horseradish and bacon.
Yeah.
White,
Actually, that sounds pretty good.
white cheddar.
White cheddar, horseradish and bacon.
That is good too, but it has to be like I'll put Parmesan on anything. Parmesan and ranch. They're like universal. He's just biased because he doesn't like Parmesan cheese.
You won't even be able to tell it's in here.
Oh yeah, so at least we made some for Dad.
I'll mix them all together so you can't tell. All right, we are at the stove and we have our marinara sauce up to a simmer, which is good. I am going to lower it just a little bit. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take our meatballs, put them in a pan with olive oil. I was doing another pan and I let that oil get just a little bit too hot. But this one's just right. So the only thing we want to do here is brown the meatball. We don't want to cook it thoroughly. And then after we brown that meatball on all sides, we are going to put it in the marinara sauce and we are going to let it simmer in that marinara sauce for about 20 minutes to get done cooking. And as soon as that's done, we'll come back and we'll put those sandwiches together. This is gonna be good. We'll be back when we're ready to put these sandwiches together. Yesterday we were making meatball subs, and right when I was getting ready to put the subs together, we ended up getting some company, so I wasn't able to finish our video. So the last part is getting your sub put together. So I took, we get the French rolls, San Francisco French rolls. They're really good and they're soft. I buttered it on both sides, and then I'm going to take it and I'm going to put it in this pan. I put a plate over top of it just to give it some pressure so it's sitting down heavy on that pan. And I'm going to brown both sides of that. And I'll show you what that looks like when we come back. So now that we've got our sub nice and browned, see? Ooh, nice buttery and browned, not too dark. I'm going to take some Sargento mozzarella. And just lay it right here. And then when we did the meatballs, we made them a little bit bigger than what we should have for these kind of rolls. So I cut them in half. And so I have 2.5 here, and then I've got the sauce also. And we're just gonna put that on there. And then we're gonna put that on top, that sauce on top. Make sure you got napkins handy, because it gets nice and messy. And then I'm just gonna take my knife to hold these guys down while I put this over top. Pull that out. And here's Candace's meatball sub.
Thanks, Mom.
You bet. So she's gonna try it out.
Excellent.
All right, so if you guys are looking for something for a fun Sunday appetizer or for some kind of a party, this is a great thing to have. It's easy. It did not take hardly any time at all. You could put it in those heating pads, or not heating pads, but those heating pads. All right, I think I can talk now. What I was trying to say was you can put these in steamer pans.
Heating pads?
Not heating pans. And with the sauce and the meatballs, and you know, you could have these for larger parties, and people can make your own subs. Have lettuce, cucumbers,
guacamole,
green peppers, guacamole, or just avocado. I mean, you could have a whole bar for making your own sub sandwiches. I think that would be a fun thing to do. But here's an idea of something to try. I think they turned out wonderful, especially with putting that Lipton onion soup mix into the meatball. I think that gave it just a little bit of extra flavor. So if you like what you're seeing, hit subscribe. We would love to have you guys come along with us every time we do a new video, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care.